All right, guys. So what I want to talk about are the range bars, exactly what they are, how we built them, and why they are so important in our trading strategy. So to go over what the range bars are, they basically show the exact trend of whichever pair that we're looking at. And the reason that we're able to see this trend exactly and so linear, for example, this right here, we can see we're in an uptrend, and this right here, and this is the gold chart, by the way, we can see that we're in a clear downtrend. Now, how is it that we're able to see this? Is because we've isolated and removed the variable of time. What does that mean? It means that these candles, these bars are not based on time at all. So they only move when the market actually moves. And that's why we're able to see, for example, Google right here is in a nice downtrend. Facebook is in an uptrend. Let's see, the Russell index, we can see it was in a downtrend. We had a reversal right here, and now we're in an uptrend. And what this does is we're able to clearly see the trends, and we're not getting sidetracked by all of those time-based candles with different shapes and sizes. For example, if we were to see right here, let's say we go back to the trading platform, we can see that all of these candles, there's so much noise when it comes to these bars and these candles. They're all different shapes and sizes. It's really hard to read what's going on. Whereas if you go back and you really just look at the range bars, it's a clear indication of what's happening. Now, what we did was we really tested all of the different strategies, all the different indicators that you can possibly think about. We've really just done all of the work, and it took us a couple of years to do, and we tested it candle by candle and forward tested, manual back testing, everything that you can imagine, we've tested. And this is the only strategy that's actually been able to give us a profitable winning ratio. So we're getting around 60 to 65% with this trading strategy. Now, that is considering that we're using a broker like Abato, where we're trading right now, so abato.com. And the reason is because they have zero commission. You guys can see right here, there's zero commission on these trades. There's zero swaps, which means no overnight holding fees, because you will lose approximately up to or even higher than 30% of your funds that are just going to go to commissions and fees on average over the span of a year. And that's more than how much you're ever going to make doing trades. So at the end of the day, if you're trading anywhere else that has higher fees at all, which is pretty much any other broker or platform, you're going to end up losing money. So that's why we're always on the hunt for brokers that have the lowest fees. And that's why we're using abato.com right now. So definitely get your account set up. Don't waste time, because at the end of the day, every single move that you see here, there's a potential to make money. And all we have to do is understand how we're able to extract some of these funds from the market. Because if we look at it, we have two options here, right? So we have the buy trade or a long position, and a sell trade, a short position. So it's really a 50-50 chance of you getting this trade right, correct? Now, the only thing we have to do is just tilt the favor in our way a little bit, and now we're going to have a potentially profitable trading strategy. And that's exactly what we've done with the range bars. And this is our completely custom setup. You really won't find it anywhere else, and it's completely free to access for you guys 24/7, and it runs on all the markets. You guys know it runs on forex, stocks, commodities, indices, as well as crypto. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about are the audio signals, because this is something that a lot of people ask about. So the way to activate the audio signals is you always want to make sure that you click unmute on the streams, and you always want to make sure that you click live right here, just so you're seeing the latest candles. Now, once you unmute this stream, you're going to be able to hear the audio signal. So for example, it's going to say buy now Bitcoin or sell now Tesla, or depending on the forex pair, whichever audio signal comes. Now, how does it work? How did we make those? So pretty much what we've done is we've taken, depending on the pair, up to 70 or 75 different indicators that we've all put together at different parameters. And now once all of those parameters come together, we get that audio signal. So that's when we get the buy now. So it's when all of these things align, we would get that audio signal, which is why we use the range bars as the first confirmation. So right here, we'll see that there's a reversal happening. And then, for example, if we hear a buy now gold, now that to me is a really good confirmation of a long position. So that's where I would be entering a long position. So hopefully that explains the range bars and the audio signals at a little deeper level for you guys, and make sure that you guys get started. So the platform that we're trading on is abado.com. Remember, we have to treat this like a business, so we have to reduce our expenses. And in trading, our business expense, you can call it, is the spreads. So that's the difference between the buy and sell. So we always want to make sure that we're selecting a broker that has very low spreads, or else when you enter a buy trade, you're going to get such a huge difference between the buy and sell. You're already going to be in the negative quite a bit, and the market's going to have to move a huge amount for you to just break even. So we always want to make sure that the spreads are as low as possible, and then for sure we got to make sure that there's zero commission and zero swap. And we've tested the strategy with higher fee brokers, and it just doesn't work, and no strategy will actually ever work. So we always have to make sure that we're selecting a broker. And that's why, guys, this is the place to trade. It's abado.com. Don't waste time, get started right away. And let's see what else is going on in the chat here. All right, guys, so minute-based trading charts that you use do not work. If that's what you're using, do yourself a favor and quit now, because it will never work. This is the only thing we can guarantee when it comes to trading, that trading charts, especially the ones based on time, do not work, and they will never work, especially if you try to use them. Think about it. How can something based on a random man-made construct such as time determine how to properly organize the markets into a way that can be profitable? Your results will be as random as time-based bar prices. This is gambling. Now, this is what real institutional traders and individuals working on high-frequency, profitable trading floors and hedge funds use. We developed our systems with the help of quantitative scientists who build algorithmic trading systems for private firms over the years, and this is the only way to trade. Now, you need to use a Abado trading platform for this to work. Once you have the systems figured out, you need to use a platform that does not have trading fees, which is Abado. A huge issue that people don't realize when trying to run their trading business is not realizing that the fees will eat away at all of their profits. Over the year, let's say if you plan to make even 20 or 30% gains and do it over and over again, that's all going to be absorbed by fees and high commission costs per trades, unless you're using Abado. You can see right here, Abado has zero commission trades. I've actually tried and tested every other platform and brokerage, and their fees and spreads are too high to result in profits. So after about a year, you can imagine you've done a few hundred or 1,000 small trades to gain profits, and the fees will eat away at this if you don't use Abado. Do not try to use the system or any type of trading strategies without Abado. So if you already have a system that's almost working but isn't quite there yet, use Abado and the range bars to simplify your trading and gain a larger edge in actually running your trading business profitably long term. So remember, random lines and technical analysis will not work unless you've tested at least 10 years or more of market data live. Nothing's gonna work. Stop sabotaging yourself and start looking at the right stuff. So guys, look, we go live every single day and very clearly show you how we enter and exit trades to make profit. So there's no hypotheticals. We do this full time, and you can actually duplicate it and do it for yourself. So unless a system can actually be duplicated, it's not real. You can see in our live trading account in the last year, we're up over 60K profit. And this is just in this account. We actually have a few others where we trade live and systematically also grow like this. So the only other way we make gains, other than obviously our trading, is through referral commissions on Abado. since that's actually a standard way that large traders in the industry make massive gains. For example, if we end up at the level where we become a hedge fund and make massive gains and absorb large market share, we're gonna start making a large portion of money through these referral-based commissions. So, for example, let's say we have a standard fund of 10 billion and we make over 500 million a year from trading, which is only 5%, while another 3 to 4 billion may come from referral commissions, which makes our yearly return 30, 40, even 50 or greater every year, 50% or greater every year. That is the kind of business you want to be in. And understand that trading is a percentage-based game. So remember to be using a bottle trading platform and nothing else. No matter what you're doing, stop it right now and make the switch. It's super easy to manage your deposits and withdrawals, and they actually have the highest level of technical service and charting. So one thing is, kids on social media and YouTube and everywhere else that they have a clue on how sophisticated trading systems are made. We have a wealth of background knowledge on our YouTube channel for you to learn from if you want to learn all the technical things that go behind how our system was made, so that you have a confident understanding of the markets and how to trade them going into your trading with Abato and our range bar systems. So from this Zoom, you should understand exactly what to do. And remember, we will never charge you a dime. We will never ask you for any money. You don't have to use your credit card, and there's no other catch. You just need to invest your time into learning
Trade up now,
how to
USD. Now
you
on
can practice on
BTC,
demo
USD.
on Abato if you're lost, if you're just starting and you just need to get the hang of it. Here, so let me actually show you how to enter a trade. So let's go ahead and look at the range bars here. Now we're going to be looking at Bitcoin, and we have the other markets also available: forex, crypto, commodities, indices, as well as equities, so stocks. So there we go. As you guys can see, we're starting to get this green candle forming on the range bars on Bitcoin. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and enter this buy trade or a long position right here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set my stop loss and take profit right away. It's actually very easy on Abato. You just click right here on your entry and drag it down. And I'm going to set it around, let's say 500 points, $500, which is 100 points. I'm going to drag it up 100 points, which is, again, just around $500. Okay, so right around there. Now, we're just going to leave our stop loss and take profit right there. And you guys can see, we're going to market do what it needs to do. So we do use multiple confirmations, but at the end of the day, it really is just all about using the range bars and then a low fee trading platform like Abato that has zero commissions, zero swaps, so there's no overnight holding fees, and they have very low spread. So remember, get your account set up right away. Don't waste time and because there's money to be made in the markets every single day. All right, guys, so congratulations for anyone who's following along. We just hit take profit on that trade. You guys can see that was a very nice buy trade that we took a long position. Super easy, nothing complicated. Make sure you guys get started right away. Don't waste time. Congratulations again to anyone who is following along. So we hit take profit on that trade, and we do this every single day. So don't waste time. Get started right away. And even if you start to take some losses, and just make sure they're very small, and it's just practice, and you gotta just keep learning, and that's how you're gonna learn from experience. So guys, remember, get your account set up on Abato. Let us know if you have any questions. We're always available in the DMs, WhatsApp, Telegram, Discord, anywhere you want to talk. We can get on call one-on-one and practice until you get it. Do not waste your time. Get started right now. All right, guys, welcome to the JST stream Zoom meeting. Thank you guys all for being here. Now, this is the time where we're going to learn something, and we're here single day making money in the markets. And the first step is always to register on our website where the signals are coming from. And our website is jststream.com. Once you do that, you're going to get access to our range bar system that's custom made after testing all of the market data. And when I say all, I mean all the market data over 50 years from over 50 different pairs consisting of all the market sectors. That gives us the most accurate and complete version of a trading system and understanding of how the markets work. We're the only ones who have done this using custom technology to test the market in real time as if it was happening candle by candle for all history using a market replayer software we built over the years. Now, we have our system that works daily in the market with exact targets and exact stops, so you know exactly what to do and how to follow the trends and trades together as one. Nobody else has this extensive level of knowledge about the markets because they don't even have access to that much data. And if you can't know what happened 50 years in the past for all of the market data, how can you possibly hope to trade for the next 50 years or even a few months? You can't. And this is why everyone is losing except us. We trade daily live with you for you to see and learn. So Fayaz is asking, I missed the last live and saw the range bars. Don't know how to use them. Please explain. All right, Fayaz, so great question. Let me go through exactly how the range bars work and how we use them. So the range bars are based on points only. So they're not based on time at all. And what does that mean? So we're isolating for the actual market movements. So now, let's say, for example, this candle that we're looking at in the cryptocurrency stream, if the market doesn't move, let's say over the next 10 minutes or an hour or even a day, this candle will not move and no further candles will generate. Now, what that does is it allows us to see the exact trend that the market is doing without the bias and noise of time. So, for example, this is the Bitcoin chart right here, and we can see that Bitcoin was in a nice big downtrend right here. And we don't know if this was 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and in reality, it really doesn't matter because trading is based on points. It's not based on time. So what we're doing here is we're trading based on actual data that's coming from the markets. So that's how the range bars work. And now how do we use the range bars? So it's actually very simple. The way we use the range bars is we're always waiting for a reversal. Now, what does a reversal mean? We can see right here, this is the Litecoin chart that we were in a downtrend, and right here, we're starting to get this reversal. Now, what does that mean? That means that we would be looking for a long position or a buy trade right around here. Now, obviously, we can see that the market has started to move up a little, so we would wait for a little pullback. And what's a pullback? It means that, they're starting to reverse, but sometimes the market gives us a better entry. So we would wait for the market to pull back down a little because on a long position or a buy trade, you want to get an entry as low as possible. And the opposite is true as well. So on a short position or a sell trade, you want to get the highest market price possible. So that's pretty much how the range bars work and how we use them. So hopefully, Fayaz, that answered your question. Now we're getting a couple other questions in the chat here. So let me see. Andrew's asking, can you show me exactly where to put stop loss and take profit? My SL keeps hitting. All right, Andrew, so that's a really good question. Now, each of these bars is generated only when, the market actually moves point by point and not by time, like we talked about, because that's a variable that's biased and it's made by humans and it's always random. So by isolating this chart setup to only move based on price, we get an exact and unbiased raw image of how the market's actually moving. Now, the way that we would be setting our stop loss and take profit is we always set it at 1-to-1 ratio at 100 points. So 50 to 100 points. Now, what does this mean? So for example, right here, if we're starting to see this reversal on Litecoin and we want to take a buy trade, right? Because we were in a downtrend and now we're potentially starting this uptrend. So let's say we get an entry right around, let's say we get an entry over here, right? Now, this is a buy trade. So our take profit will be above. And let's say this is 100 points. So we would set our take profit at 100 points right here. And then right here is where our stop loss would be at 100 points. Now, the reason we always set it 1-to-1 ratio, which means wherever or however many points we're setting for our stop loss, the same amount of points we're setting for our take profit, the reason that we're doing that is because the market moves in waves. So it doesn't just go, for example, if you open a buy trade, it's not just going to go boom, hit your take profit, and you know, that's it. What actually happens is, here, let me get rid of these drawings. So let's say we enter right here. Actually, the market might do this before going to hit where your take profit was. So if you set your stop loss way too tight, let's say around here, you might get kicked out of this trade. And this is something that a lot of traders have experienced because they set their stop loss very tight and they set their take profit really big, and they're trying to be greedy. And this is not how trading works. This is not how anyone is going to be successful in trading. We have to understand that the market movements need to be understood. And once we understand how the market moves, we can adjust our strategies. And all of this analysis and all of this testing we've already done. So this is why we're here, and our strategy has been profitable for the past many years. We're still profitable every single day. You guys can watch our live streams daily and see us do this live on TikTok, and as well as our Zoom meetings every single day. Now, hopefully, Andrew, that answered your question. So we set our stop loss and take profit at around 100 points at 1-to-1 ratio. Now, let's see what's going on. Right here, we can see on Bitcoin, we're starting to get this reversal right here. We're just going to wait for it and see if that actually starts to develop. In the meantime, let's go over some more questions. So Corey is asking, what happens if I enter and the market's reverse? So that's a great question, because that's something that, you know, we get a lot. That, for example, right here, we're seeing that we would be entering a long position, but let's say we enter a buy trade right here and the market reverses. Now, this is something that's bound to happen. And the reason for that is because there is no trading strategy that's 100% accurate. So even with our trading strategy, we have around a 60 to 65% ratio of winning trades, which means that for sure we have losing trades. It's bound to happen. Now, at the end of the day, as long as we're being consistent and we're following the strategy every single day without making any changes, then we are able to be profitable. And that's exactly how we are profitable. So if the trend reverses and your trade hits stop loss, that's just part of the process. So that's something that we have to understand, that we shouldn't get too emotional about. It's bound to happen. And what we have to do is take it one trade at a time. Now, there are ways to decrease the amount of losing trades and prevent as many as possible, as many as we can. And one of those things is because we are always looking for the reversal point here. So as you can see right here, we'd be looking for this green candle that formed. So we'd be looking at a buy position. We would never really enter in the middle of a trend, for example, here, because we don't know when the trend is going to reverse. So that's why, for example, if we miss this trade, we would just wait for another one, because there will always be another trade. The markets are always moving every single day. And now that crypto is here, crypto is open 24/7. So it's actually that you can go online at any time and there's going to be a move. Now, we can see right here, we're starting to get this reversal on Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and go to the chart and see if we can get a trade in. All right, guys, so let's see if we can go ahead and enter a trade right now. So as we can see, we just had this reversal. This was a big reversal. We had a nice big downtrend right here. So let's see if we can wait for a reversal and enter a buy trade. So let's go to the platform. So where we're trading right now is called abato.com. If you're looking for a good platform with the lowest fees, because that's really what's very important in trading, it's how to minimize your fees. You guys can go and check out abato.com. Now, Now we can see we're getting this pullback down here. I'm going to go ahead and enter this buy trade, and I'll show you exactly the process of where I'm setting my stop loss and take profit. So right here, we always set our stop loss and take profit around 50 to 100 points. So I'll set my take profit at 50 points. I'll set my stop loss also at just around 50 points right there. Now you guys can see that was a great entry. We're already in profit at $145. So congratulations to everybody who's following along. And really what it comes down to is just following the range bars, waiting for a reversal. And that's exactly what we did. So we saw that nice downtrend happening. And as soon as we saw that reversal, that green candle come, we entered our buy trade. And guys, congratulations. We just hit take profit on that trade. And you guys can see right here, we hit take profit of $271. Now I'm trading with 5 lot size, and we set our take profit at 50 points. So congratulations to everybody following along. And if you guys want to get your account set up and get started, guys, don't waste time. Go to abado.com right now, and you can start practicing. They also have demo accounts, and you guys can fund your accounts and get started right away. Now, let's go back and see what's happening on the range bars. So one thing that we always have to do is make sure you guys come down here on each of these streams and make sure you hit the live button. What that's going to do is it's going to show you exactly what's happening at the current moment. You don't want to be looking at old range bars. You want to make sure that those streams are always running live. All right, now let's go over a couple other questions. So Kareem is saying, I saw the range bars on TradingView. Can I use those? So the thing about these range bars that we have on our JST Streams website is that these are custom set up by us. And these aren't the range bars that you can find anywhere else, because this is set up according to all of the testing that we have done. So all of the years of data that we tested and the size of them, the way that they behave, it's all a custom setup. So it's available to you guys completely for free. You never have to pay for it. So if you guys want access to it, just make sure you guys go to our website, which is jststream.com. You get access to the range bars. You can also hear the audio signals that are playing in the background. And to get those, make sure you hit the unmute button on each of these streams. So once you click that, you'll be able to hear our custom algorithm that says, for example, buy now USD JPY or sell now Bitcoin. So make sure you guys get your account set up on JST Stream. All right, guys, and for all of those people who are asking where to trade, guys, you have to go to abado.com. That's a platform that I'm using. I've been using it for a long time. They have 0 commissions. They have 0 swaps, so 0 overnight holding fees. And it's very important to understand that's really what makes the difference, because anywhere else that you go and trade, you're gonna end up losing money because their fees are so high, their spreads are so high. As you can see, even on Bitcoin, the spreads on Abado are very low. So guys, make sure you guys go to abado.com. They also have Islamic accounts, so there's no interest, there's no swaps. So you can go ahead and even practice on demo here. Don't waste time trying anything else. We've actually tried on all the platforms, and this is the only platform that we've actually been profitable on. So make sure you guys go to abado.com, get your account set up, and don't waste time. Let's get started right away. All right, guys, so this is actually a perfect example right here for you guys to see. Let me just highlight this right here. So you guys can see we had this reversal happen. Now, let's say you missed this trade. Guess what? We're getting this pullback all the way down till here. And as you can see, that's just in line in the middle of this first candle. So this is a perfect buy trade entry. And I would definitely be entering a nice trade here, because we can see that, let's say you missed this initial move up, and right here, the market's giving you a pullback before we start to move higher. So this is exactly a really, really good example of a pullback. So the first option is always on the initial reversal. And if we miss the initial reversal, we're always looking for this pullback. All right, now let's see some other questions here. So Brianna is asking, if I see multiple confirmations, do I go all in? So that's actually a great question. Let me go over the confirmations that we use, in our trading strategy that's been working for a really long time. And then I'm gonna go ahead and answer your question in regards to going all in. So the first confirmation that we always use is the reversal on the range bar. So we can see right here, as soon as I see this green candle, for me, that's a great indication of a trend reversal. I'd be looking for a buy trade. If I get an audio signal as well that says, for example, buy now BTC, most likely I'm going into this trade right away. Now, and there's some other confirmations that I also use just to layer on to the range bars as well as the audio signal. So we'll go over two of those today. The first one is the PSAR indicator. So you can see these green dots, or some people call them stars, above and below the candles. Now, the way that the PSAR works is if the stars are above the candles, that means that we're in a downtrend. And you can see exactly we came down hundreds of points as the PSAR was above the chart. Now, when the PSAR dots are below the candles, that means that we're in an uptrend. And you can see that from here where we reversed, we came all the way up here, and that's a couple hundred points right there as well. So the PSAR is actually a great indicator. So I'll always use the PSAR to gauge which way the trend is going. Now, the other confirmation I also use is the RSI. A lot of people have heard about the RSI, but let me just go over exactly how I use it. So the RSI has two levels. So the top level is the 70 level. If the RSI is getting close to the 70 level, that means that the market is going into overbought territory, which means it has come up quite a bit, and most likely we'd be looking for a reversal down. And the bottom level of RSI is the 30 level. Now, once we get close to the 30 level or we cross it, that means that the market has been oversold, which means too much selling has happened and we'd be looking for a reversal upwards. So these are the confirmations that we use in our trading strategy. Now, if we see two or three or all of them pointing at a certain direction, Brianna is asking, do we go all in? So I would never go all in on any trade ever. And the reason for that is it's all about risk management. So we always have to manage our risk. I never go in on any trade. And the reason is because there will always be another trade. And sometimes something might happen in the markets where even if everything is pointing in one direction, it will reverse. So you don't want to take a chance and lose all your money. What you want to do is you want to be careful and you want to stay safe, because all the profit that you guys will ever see on our live streams and all the profit that you guys see in our accounts, all this profit is just a side effect of safety. So always stay safe, never go all in. But definitely use multiple confirmations. For me, I just look for the range bar reversal as well as the audio signal, or range bar reversal, or the PSAR, and I would be entering my trades. Let's see right here if there's... All right, so we got a couple of the questions. So Jack is asking, why not take swings when we're in a bull market? So the reason that we don't take swing trades is because unless you're risking a very small percentage, less than 1%, any large market move, if it goes against you, may actually liquidate your account. So what happens is you're actually just taking a gamble when you're doing these long swings, and no one knows which way the market is going to be going. So there's no reason to take unnecessary risk. And that's exactly what we were talking about earlier as well. So pretty much what we aim to do is 0.01 lot size per 1K in the account. So let's say you have 100K, would be doing an average of one lot size to trade with. And this is the right way to trade conservatively, where we're risking less than 1 or 2% of the account overall every few days or so. And remember, you guys always want to make sure that you have the signals running live, the range bars live, as well as unmuting it so you guys can hear the audio signals. Let's go over a couple other questions here. So Ali is saying, I have 100K in savings. I'm not sure if I want to risk the whole amount. Can I just do 5,000 at a time? So this is a really good question, because everybody always thinks that whatever is in the account, that's what we have to risk. So let's say if I put 5,000 in the account or 100,000 in the account, I have to risk the whole amount, which is completely untrue. That's the good thing about trading, where you can control your risk regardless of how much you have in the account. So even though you guys can see, let's go over to my account here. You guys can see that my balance is around $228,000 in this account, but all of my trades are less than 1%. I'm usually doing $250 to $500 trades. So I'm risking even less than 0.5% of my balance. And what that does is I have a huge cushion for all of my trades, and there's no way that I'm going to be blowing this account. And the reason is because I always have my stop loss and I always have my take profits set, and they're always set at 50 to 100 points. So what having a large balance does is it gives you that nice cushion where you're not worried, you're not stressed. For example, think about it. If you had $1,000 in your account and you were risking $1 per trade, would you be worried about that? No, most likely you wouldn't. And you would actually take your time, you would think about the trade, you would say this is a good entry, and you wouldn't be emotional. So that's why I would always have a large balance, but trade a small amount. So Ali, if you have 100K in savings, instead of depositing 5,000 at a time, what I would do is I would just put the whole 100K in, but then risk in the pennies. So I would do 0.01 lot size. So right here, you can see 0.01 lot size trades, even if I have a 100K account. And what that does is I'm risking in the pennies, and I'm not blowing the account, but I'm learning and I'm gaining experience. And once I have enough practice to be able to follow a strategy consistently, that's when the only difference is increasing lot size. And now suddenly you're doing bigger numbers. So hopefully, Ali, that answers your question. Podan is saying, can I move my stop loss up once I'm in profit? At least that way I lock in the profits even if the market reverses. So that's an interesting question because a lot of traders do this. I've seen this happen all the time. So what Podan is saying is, for example, he enters a buy trade and the market starts to move up. Can he move his stop loss up? Now, the reason that I would never do that is because what happens is you end up cutting yourself short. So if you know that the market is going in a certain direction, and exactly how what we talked about earlier, where the market doesn't just go straight up and straight down, it goes in waves. So if you move your stop loss up, there's gonna be a wave that happens that just comes down a little bit, a little pullback, and you're gonna get kicked out of a trade, and you're gonna notice the market then swing right back up to where your take profit was. And I've experienced it, and I can almost guarantee that every single trader has experienced that in their life, where they move their stop loss up, the market pulls back a little, they get kicked out, and now the market goes to exactly where their take profit was. So just so you guys understand, that whole scenario is emotional trading. It's that, oh man, I don't want to miss out, or I don't want to, you're fearful of the market reversing and then you're gonna go and hit your stop loss. And on the other hand, you're getting a little greedy. Well, at least I'll get this out of it. Now, once you start to break the rules of your strategy, then actually you have no strategy. And then you're just gambling and you will lose your money. So that's what we don't do. We don't gamble. We follow a strict strategy every single day. We treat it like a business, and that's exactly how we're able to be profitable. And for all you guys in the chat who are asking where I'm trading, guys, right now go to abato.com. That's where I'm trading right now. I've been using them for a while, and the best part is that they have zero commission trades, they have zero swaps, so no overnight holding fees, and their spreads are very low across all the pairs. So whether you're trading forex or crypto or indices, commodities, stocks, whatever you're trading, their spreads are really low, their fees are very low. And that is the main thing that you have to be careful about when choosing a broker or choosing a platform to trade on, because that's where they get you. Now, you're gonna end up losing money if you go on any other platform, and I know because I've done it and I've tested it, and it really doesn't work. And this strategy has been tested on a platform with zero commission and very low spreads. So We've been using avado.com, so you guys should go there right now, get your account set up, don't waste time. You can practice on demo. They also have Islamic accounts, so no interest, no swaps. So get your account set up, avado.com, and you guys can join our lives every single day, as well as join the Zoom calls and follow along as well. All right, so Ahmed is asking, I have a 3 monitor setup and watch 4 markets on each screen. Wow. What should I watch for to hit if I'm looking at all these pairs? So, you know what? 3 monitor setup with 4 markets on each screen. That means you're looking at 12 markets at the same time, which is crazy because I don't think that even I've been trading for over 10 years now, and even I can't do that. The max amount of pairs that I'm looking at is around 2 to 3, and even that can become overwhelming. So, what I would be focused on is try to find those 2 to 3 pairs that you want to be trading long term, and just stick to those and learn them and learn how they move, and understand how their volumes are and exactly which times during the day they have a lot of volatility. So you have to master some pairs before you try to just go and open entries on all sorts of different pairs. So stay focused, don't get overwhelmed, stick to 2 to 3 pairs, and really just master them. All right, guys, so let's go over a couple other questions that we have in the chat right here. So Tia is asking, how do I invest in Bitcoin? I heard it's going to 100K this year on a podcast talk. All right, Tia, so what I'm going to explain to you is why I actually don't even invest and I only trade. And then I'll talk about the second part of your question right after as well. So let's say I'm an investor. So if I buy Bitcoin and it goes up 10%, unless I'm buying huge amounts like 100,000 minimum or even 1 million, going up by 10% really is only 10,000, and 10% is a huge move. So if you're investing in something, the first thing is you have to be investing a huge sum. And the second portion of it is the market needs to move a significant amount for you to be even able to make any sort of decent returns on it. So now, what's the difference between an investor and a trader? So as a trader, what I can do is, even though I have, for example, 228,000 in this account, what I can do is I'm able to make money on each of these smaller moves. And let's say you're an investor, the only way you actually make money is if the market goes up. But as a trader, we have 2 options here. So we have the buy trade or a long position, and we also have a sell trade or a short position. Now, a buy trade is fairly simple and easy to understand, where if the market goes up, we make money. That's easy. But now we also have this sell trade, which is a completely independent and separate order than the buy trade. So let's say I enter a sell trade or a short position. Now, if the market starts to move down, I'm able to make money. So regardless of if we're in a bull market or a bear market or the price is stagnant, I'm still able to make money on these smaller moves, because all we're trying to do is catch these 50 to 100 point moves, which even if the price is fairly the same throughout, even let's say for a couple days or even a few weeks, there will still be enough movement and enough volatility for me to be able to make money during that time. Whereas anyone who's just investing is just sitting around waiting. While every day I spend a couple hours, 2 to 3 hours. I do anywhere between 3 to 5 or sometimes even up to like trades a day. And goal is usually to make anywhere between like $1,000 daily. Now, I can do that as a trader, but as an investor, I would really just be sitting around and be at the mercy of the markets. Now, Tia also said that I heard is going to 100K this year on a podcast. So the one thing that we have to realize is that no one knows the future. And anyone who claims to know the future is straight up lying to you. So don't get caught up in any of these things that you hear online, like Bitcoin's going to $1 million and Tesla stock is going to hit X amount, or any of these things, because no one really knows. So how is it then that we're able to make money if no one knows what's happening in the future in the markets. And the reason is because we use the range bars, which are completely data based and only based on actual market movement to tell us, okay, we're in this downtrend, we're reversing into an uptrend, or the opposite, we're in this uptrend and we're reversing into a downtrend. And now what we try to do is just catch those small moves, 50 to 100 points on a regular basis, and make those small percentages regularly. And at the end of the year, it adds up to a fairly decent return. So hopefully, Tia, that answered your question. Let's go over a couple other questions that we're having in the chat. GG Bond is saying, can you explain how to add the indicators and how to use? For sure. So the way to add the indicators is you just go right up here. And guys, for anyone who's just joining into the Zoom right now, the platform we're using is abado.com. You can see right here on the top left of the screen, abado.com. That's where we're trading. They have zero commission, zero swaps, so there's no overnight holding fees, and they have very low spreads. And if anyone knows anything about trading, it's, we treat it like a business. And in a business, what do you want to do? Reduce your expenses. So if trading is to be treated like a business, what are the expenses? It's the fees. So we have to make sure our fees are low. And we can see the spread here, the difference between the buy and sell or bid and ask, is very low here, even on Bitcoin. And they have very low spreads across all of the pairs and zero swaps, zero commission. So the fees are very low. And guys, this is the only place that we've been able to actually be profitable, because all other platforms have really high fees, and that's where they get you. So make sure you guys don't waste time. Get your account set up, get started. They also have demo accounts you can practice on. So don't waste time, get started right away. Now let's go over how to add the indicator. So on the top right here, there's the indicator button. You can go right here, and if you go to trend, you can add the parabolic SAR. And then, for example, if you want the RSI, go to the oscillators, and right here, relative strength index. Now, once you click it, they'll appear on your chart right here. And the way that we use the PSAR, I'll just go through it again, is when the dots or stars are at the top of that means that we're in a downtrend. And we can see right here, hundreds of points could have been caught by just using the PSAR, as well as when the PSAR reverses. So when the dots are at the bottom, that means we're in an uptrend. And we can see right here, the market is on its way up. We actually came all the way up here, which is around, let's say, almost points that we could have caught on this uptrend. So that's how we use the PSAR. And the RSI has two levels. So the top level is the 70 level. Once we get close to that, that's where we're looking at a potential reversal into a downtrend. And once the RSI comes down around the 30 level, that's the bottom level, that's where we'd be looking for a buy trade and a potential long position. All right, so hopefully GG Bond, that answers your question. Let's go over the next question here. So Yolendil is saying, I've been using this for a few years now and finally got around to making 80K in profit. Well, congratulations. First of all, that's amazing. What do I do for taxes? Any suggestions, please tell me. All right, so Yolanda, here's the thing. What I usually do is right here on Abado, you can see that you can download your trade history. So what I do is I just download this and I take it to my accountant, and they deal with my taxes. So I put it personally under company as business income, because I am treating trading like a business, and it is my business because this is all I do. So, what you need to do is you need to seek independent advice from, where you live, because everywhere will be different. Everyone will have different rules. So that's pretty much what you have to do, is you have to go to your, person, and you have to ask them. But you're able to get your trade report and history right from the platform, so you can download it right there. Let me go over the next question here. Is Argat is saying, bro, I've been testing strategies on Abado while trading live, but the range bars are the best. Any suggestions about how to make a mill this year? All right, yeah. So Argat is talking about the testing strategies is, different things, which is exactly what we've already done. So Argat, we actually spent many testing all different strategies. Anything that you can think of, we've tried it and it doesn't work. You will lose money. That's just the fact. You will lose money. So at least now we're at this point where you understand, you're saying, but the range bars are the best. They are, because they're the only thing that don't include human bias, and it's straight to the point. It's right. We're only looking at exactly what's happening in the market, and we're trading based on that. So any suggestions about how to make a mill this year? So really what it would be is, to make a mill, need a balance of, for example, let's say 50 million or 20 million at least, and we would just be doing small percentage trades and growing that account slow and steady. So that's really what it comes down to. So a lot of people, might hear like how I turned to $1 million. Now, they didn't do it by trading, because the way they did it was by selling you on a course or selling you on their bots or whatever it is. So the reality is, if we look at all of these hedge funds, we look at all these institutional traders, we look at all of these people in the world that are actually making money trading, they're doing anywhere between, on the high, to 8%, if it's doing crazy, per year. Now, if those are the top in the world, how can you think that you can take $100 and turn it into $1 million? The reality of the situation is we have to think about it in the opposite way in terms of percentages. So let's say you want to make, $1,000. The way to think about it is, let's say I take 100,000. Now, to make 1% is not that difficult. So on 100,000, I make 1%, that's $1,000. Okay, that seems reasonable. But if you look at it the other way, if you have $100 and you're like, let me make $1,000, that's a lot of, that's hundreds of percentage in gain. Whereas the other way was only 1% in gain. So for anyone who's asking like how much to start, like, if you like $100 a day or anything, like the minimum will be at least 10 to 50,000. And that doesn't mean we have to risk the whole amount. It's 10 to 50,000. We put it in the account, and now what we would do is we would risk very small amounts and put accounts slow and steadily. So hopefully, that answers your question. Now we'll just go over a couple other points that I want to make. Is, for example, like I also started with like 10 to 15K. At that time, I had no idea what I was doing, and that's why I was testing strategies, and I spent a lot of time, and I did lose money initially, but at the end of the day, I stuck with, like anything else, just like any other business. It takes time, but after that, there's always that the end of the tunnel. Now, our accuracy is around, 60 to 65%, really high when it comes to trading, because, what we're really is, as long as we're having more winning trades than losing trades, then we're profitable. And anyone that claims like 70, 80, 90, or 100%, physically impossible in the markets, because there's only so many ways that the market can swing. And it will more likely be 50-50. And then the trends, which gives us the edge, and range bars, for like precise entries and exits, the bias of time, that's what we're focused on. We're trying to really make sure that, we're not first risking too much, but on the other hand, we're also understanding how the markets move. Because the markets really, it really is just 50 at the end of the day. And all we need to do is turn that slightly in our favor. And what that requires are these logical factors, and there's nothing else that really exists, right? So that's really all it comes down to. It's just using the range bars, all right? So like what we have to understand is the accuracy rate is a very serious thing. And if someone really was doing 70-80% returns, or if they had that type of accuracy, they would really just become a billionaire in a very, like, in just a couple years, right? So guys, what we're gonna do is we're gonna that's pretty comes down to. So make sure you guys use the range bars, stay consistent on a bottle, set your stop loss, take profits, and just rinse and repeat. Make sure you guys always minimize your risk. And remember, this is the only way to actually do it. This is the only way that we found actually works, and anything else is really just sidetracking you, and it's just a distraction.
Welcome everyone. Today we're unlocking the door to mastering the markets like never before. This isn't just any webinar. This is your exclusive invitation to the Just Stream webinar, where we're revealing the secrets to successfully entering and exiting the markets with precision. Imagine trading with a system so precise it transforms the way you view the markets. With our exact range bar systems, that vision becomes reality. And here's the best part. It's completely free, forever. No hidden fees, no credit card required, and absolutely no catch. All we ask is for you to learn. Invest your time into learning and practicing these strategies on one platform, and one platform only, the Abato trading platform. This is the only way to do it. The Abato platform is designed with your objectives in mind, offering a seamless, user-friendly experience without the burden of trading fees. It's the perfect combination to the Just Stream strategy. Finding the right platform can be a maze of high fees and complex interfaces, but with Abato.com, you're not just learning to navigate the markets, you're doing it in the most cost-effective and efficient way possible. Join us in our group and learn live. Register now, completely free, and start your journey to mastering the markets on the Abato platform. Because here, we're not just trading. We're revolutionizing the way you trade. Register for free at abato.com, and welcome to the JS Stream Trading webinar.
Congratulations on finding this video. I'm excited to share something game-changing with you today. As someone who has built thousands of automated trading systems with over 15 plus years of live market experience, I can confidently say that what I'm about to show you will transform the trading world entirely. Today, we're exploring Abato.com's groundbreaking automated trading bot builder. This system lets you instantly create and launch your own trading bots right into the market. Whether you're trading stocks, commodities, FX, crypto, indices, whatever your market, Abato has it all. You can seamlessly place buy and sell orders across all markets and drag and drop your orders directly on the chart for fast execution. But here's where it gets even more exciting. Abato features the world's first automated trading bot builder. With just a few clicks, you can design, launch, and execute automated trading strategies in real time at any scale. Imagine being able to analyze vast amounts of market data in seconds, building your own bot instantly, or copying the strategies of top traders, or even sharing your own for others to duplicate on a global scale. All of this is now possible for the first time, and it's absolutely free for anyone to start using. So let's dive in, and I'll show you exactly how to build your own automated trading systems in just a few seconds. First, navigate to the Trading Bot section and click on Trading Bot Editor. Next, right beside the Trading Bot's label, click Create. Give your bot a unique name and choose the option Create with Wizard. This is where the magic happens. You can create an unlimited number of buy and sell conditions that will automatically execute trades based on your custom rules. If you can dream it up and visualize it on your screen, you can automate it. The drop-down menus for buy and sell trades offer hundreds of trading indicators. You can download and install these from the indicator store for free, or explore what others have created and uploaded for testing. Entry rules can be set based on how these chart indicators behave, whether they cross above or below specific thresholds, act in opposition to one another, mirror one another, and so much more. This platform is like the Amazon jungle of trading automation, giving you endless opportunities to test thousands of strategies and discover your perfect formula. For this example, I'm going to keep it simple by adding an RSI, Relative Strength Index indicator, to the bot. This is a widely known and powerful tool in the trading community. I'll set the bot to enter a buy position if the RSI crosses below 30 waves, and a sell position if it crosses above 70 waves. These are just the default values, but you can fine-tune them to suit your strategy. Once you've added your conditions, click Add. The system will then generate the source code for your automated strategy. If you're comfortable with coding, this is where you can make direct tweaks to optimize performance. This feature alone saves traders thousands of dollars and countless man-hours by eliminating the need to hire developers to code their systems, breaking down barriers to entry for high-frequency trading. When you're satisfied with your system, click Add to My Trading Bots, and then save. Exit the editor, go back to the Trading Bots menu above your chart, and select the system you just created. A setup box will appear for you to define your stop loss, take profit, time frame, and order quantity. For this demonstration, I'll set both the take profit and stop loss to 100 points, which equates to $100, an order quantity of 1, and a 1-minute time frame. We're applying this to the ETHUSD chart, and by clicking Apply, we're good to go. You'll see that the bot is now running live on your chart, indicated by a small icon on the top left or in the order box below. From here on out, the bot will automatically enter and exit trades based on the rules you've set. And that's it. That's how simple it is to harness the power of trading bots on the Abato trading platform. This revolutionary technology is set to transform how people trade and interact with markets, bringing high-frequency trading power right into the hands of the average person. The trading industry, with over $75 trillion in size and growing, transacts billions of dollars daily through large automated block orders. Imagine collecting even a fraction of this trading volume on the Abato platform. It would be incredibly profitable. Remember, past performance is not indicative of future results, and this video is not intended as investment advice. It's purely educational, aimed at helping you understand how to build trading bots. Keep in mind that trading bots do not guarantee profits, and it's essential to conduct rigorous testing to assess the viability of any trading system you create. I hope this video has helped you understand just how easy it is to build your automated trading systems in minutes. Thank you for watching, and have an amazing day.